I'm Amanda Freeman. I am a Grand Ronde tribal member. I live in Grand Ronde, Oregon on our reservation. I'm going to try my best to get through this without saying a million times. It's one of my listening and feedback issues because I listen to the feedback that I get from recording my videos and all I hear is Okay, sorry. I study psychology and mental health at George Fox. Outside of school, I am a professional photographer and I run a nonprofit that I am the founder and chair of called Umpqua Advocacy, where we raise awareness for missing and murdered Indigenous people through art and community-based events and advocacy. So in my advocacy work, I talk a lot with families and survivors who've been through extreme, deep loss, pain, grief. So those conversations that I have with these people, they tend to, as you would think, get emotional and really deep really fast. So that's where I've noticed how hard real listening can be for me. My ADHD makes my mind race like constantly, go a million miles per hour every which way. So as I'm thinking what to say next or what needs to be done or how to fix things, this person is still talking and is still not even finished their sentence. So it makes me feel disconnected sometimes. One moment that sticks out at an event one time, a woman came up to me after a speech that I gave. She started telling me about her sister who had gone missing years ago. It was really deep and emotional, and just like you could hear her holding back tears and shaking, her voice was cracking. I wanted to comfort her so bad and to help in some way, but my thoughts were all over the place. I was listening, but I was also planning what I was going to say next at the same moment. After watching the video on the 6 barriers, I realized what was really happening. I was stuck in the rebuttal tendency. I was thinking ahead and I was preoccupied and thinking of everything else that I had to do that day and thinking of what I did that day, what came up, like just everything. I really want to be invested when I'm listening to any victims or any victims' families. It's one of the only things that you can do and not need, like someone, all they're wanting is someone to listen, not reflect or anything like that. They don't need the feedback unless they ask for it, but they just need someone to listen. So I made myself stop. I took a breath. I looked her in the eyes and I just stayed quiet. I let her finish without jumping in. It felt uncomfortable at first because I'm used to feeling silence. But I could see her relax a little. You could see her shoulders like release and just breathe a little, a little easier. And I could tell this the longer that I stayed and listened and stayed still and didn't interrupt her or, so when I was done, I just said, thank you for sharing that with me. It means a lot. And she smiled and said, you actually listened. Thank you. And it really meant a lot to me because everyone in my line of work should feel that way when they speak to a victim or families of victims. They should believe like this person really listened to me and they really care. And that's how I want to affect everybody that I speak to, especially through my advocacy. It's one of the best and most painful parts of my job. But being able to be that person for these people that have already been through so much is important. So that moment taught me that listening isn't about solving things. It's about being present and giving people the space to let their guard down and be themselves and express themselves. Now, before conversations like that, I put my phone away, I take a deep breath, and I remind myself to slow down. Sometimes I even pause a few seconds before I respond. It helps me stay out of my head and actually connect to the person. It's really not easy with ADHD. My mind drifts constantly. It's like even right now under the table, I'm like fidgeting because my brain is the only hyperactive part of me. I'm tired all the time. I feel exhausted because my brain is in hyper mode. But I'm learning, and I feel like I'm learning that real listening takes effort, and it takes patience, quiet, and empathy. And it's honestly what advocacy is built on. Not talking over people. They're taking their pain and their hurt into consideration and actually hearing them and being there as a soundboard for them. So that's why I tried to carry it into every part of my work and in my life. I just want to be someone that's just there to help. I just want to be someone that could help. And I strive for that every day. And the listening aspect, I'm getting better at it. With ADHD, it's hard, but it's a work in progress. Thanks.